is one of those recipes that, well, it pretty much speaks for itself. Stuffed raspberry French toast bake.
And here to show us how it's done is Chef Jill Siena, the lady who has changed our holidays one holiday at a time.
Yes.
I'm so Welcome to the show. Yeah, because we just want to real quickly touch on the fact that when you were here last, you showed us how to brine a turkey before Thanksgiving.
I did.
We both did.
Life-changing.
Life-changing, and a lot of our viewers did as well.
Yeah, I got a lot of feedback, a lot of questions, which is great because I love to hear that people are listening and that they have questions and they actually want to do it.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of really positive feedback from last time. People love the brining, so that's great. I'm really happy about that. You're welcome.
Well, I have a funny feeling based on what we talked about before we came on camera, you're going to get a lot of feedback for this as well because I've already decided I'm doing this Christmas morning. So we're making this stuff. Say it again.
It's a stuffed raspberry French toast.
Okay.
And we're going to make it super easy by doing it in the crock pot, in your slow cooker, so that you can prep it ahead and it'll be ready for you in the morning when you're ready. I'm all about prepping ahead, doing things ahead of time, because Christmas is crazy enough, or whatever holiday you celebrate is crazy enough. It's nice to be able to have this in the fridge the night before.
All right, so what do we do first?
So first things first, we'll start with you, Jimmy.
Get
your hands dirty this time.
Yes.
So this is a slow cooker base.
Okay.
And I have half a loaf of honey wheat bread in here that I've diced into cubes, about 1-inch size cubes.
Okay.
And I have the other half of the loaf of bread here set aside. Right. So what you're going to do for me is add my fresh raspberries on top of this bread and then layer another layer of bread on top. That's where the stuff part comes in.
Okay.
Now, of course, if you don't like raspberries, you can use any fruit. Just make sure it's been rinsed first. You can use frozen fruit. You can also use jams, preserves. Nutella is amazing in this. Lemon or lime curd. You can also use pie filling. So you have lots of options for what to put in here. Don't just get stuck with raspberries.
You are weirding me out already with all those options. Oh my goodness.
That's great.
So what am I doing here?
So while you're doing this work, Lisa, I'm going to ask you to make our French toast custard. So you dip the bread in the custard. We're actually going to pour it over.
Okay.
So in this bowl here, I have 4 large eggs.
Okay.
And I have 3/4 cup of sugar. And I have a tablespoon of vanilla extract, which is a lot, but this is a big guy. So we need it to taste good.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you to whisk that for me pretty vigorously. And to that, I'm going to add 3 cups of milk. So if you use egg substitute, feel free to do that here. Just use 4 eggs worth. If you use fake sugar, like a sugar substitute, that's fine. Just use 3/4 cup's worth.
So it's all good,
if you do that. If you're diabetic or you need to work around a dietary restriction, you can do that here. You also can use any milk that you normally buy. So it doesn't have to be dairy milk. It can be oat or almond milk or whatever it is that you buy.
Okay,
they all work.
I whipping.
All right, let's go ahead and add your milk to that and give me a nice mix so that everything's well distributed. It's going to be a lot of milk, but we have a lot to bread. So make sure it's moist.
See how that's
Jimmy
all coming together?
Our bread. Perfect.
Right?
You just dump it in there. So the goal is that you're going to do this stuff the night before. So when things are relatively calm the night before, you're going to do all of this. I'm using a slow cooker liner to make cleanup easier. But you also can spray your slow cooker crock to make it easier to come out. So it's not a big sticky mess in the morning when you get up.
Listen, I really don't like to ask you a whole lot of questions, but where's the messy part?
I'm about to give it to you.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Yep.
What do you think? Lisa's ready, so we're ready for the messy part.
Okay, so I just hand that off to you.
I'm going to take the whisk out of there so you don't have to mess with it.
Okay.
You're going to pour that over that and
Just
press it down.
Over, and what?
With your hands.
Really?
Really. And the goal is to have the custard soak into the bread.
Okay.
So that's kind of the point, is you want to press it down, almost bread pudding style.
Yeah.
So that the custard comes up to the top and that it saturates everything. So you get your hands in there and get all messy. I'll take this.
Here's the messy part.
Oh yeah, there we go. Slopping it up real good.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then what you would do is the night before, you would just put the lid on this.
Right.
As soon as you think I'm slopped enough, the lid would go on this.
I'm still squishing.
Go ahead, you go on. I'm not trying to stop you. And then this goes right in the fridge.
Okay.
Overnight.
Overnight.
Along with this, make sure you make a box of instant vanilla pudding in another container, another bowl, and put that in the fridge, because that's going to be our sauce the next day. We're going to work on that in a second.
All right, well, we're going to get that done and come back and finish it up and then taste it. Stay with us. DelmarvaLife will be right back.
You are looking at what's about to become a recipe that dreams are made of, stuffed raspberry French toast baked.
The chef Jill Siena of Dover is back with us today, and we made it in the crock pot, put the crock pot in the, not the whole crock pot, but the crock of the crock pot in the refrigerator. This sat overnight.
Yeah, so in the morning, whoever's up first is going to take that crock out of the fridge, put it in the base with the lid on it, and they're going to plug it in and turn it to low. About 3.5 hours later, you're going to be good to go. So by the time you unwrap everything, take all the paper, put it in the recycle bin, get all the batteries put in stuff, all the things you do when you're unwrapping gifts.
So let me ask you,
it'll be good to go.
Let me ask you this though: if we're in a bigger hurry, can we put it on high, or would that?
You can. Just make sure you give it at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours because there is eggs in here. I don't want any stomach aches on Christmas.
Yeah.
Make sure it's
Alright.
cooked all the way through.
So this is after it's been taken out of the crock pot.
Yep.
And what now?
I portioned it for you, just made 2 little pieces there for you. It's warm like it would be out of the crock pot.
Yeah.
This is through the magic of television. I have one already
And you're
prepared.
very good at that, yes.
So I'm going to make your sauce now. So I had also asked for you to make some vanilla pudding
Right.
the night before in a separate bowl. The vanilla kind works fine. I'm going to add a little extra milk to it to thin it out so it's more of a pouring consistency.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
So that's what I'm going to do here. And it takes about a cup of extra milk for a whole box. So
Okay.
just to let you know how much milk you're going to need. So I'm just going to whisk this in so that it's a little bit more of a pouring consistency. And then I'm going to dip in here for something a little extra special.
Oh, a little Grand
A
Marnier.
little nip.
Yep.
'cause-
That's like a orange.
Yes, and orange and raspberries love each other.
They do.
So you can always pick a liqueur that makes sense for whatever's in the middle of your bread pudding. Just a little bit.
Just a little
Always
bit.
You have to tell Grandma it's in there.
And all of a sudden, Grandma's asleep.
All right, and then I'm just going to sauce this a little bit for you. And you guys have forks already. You are equipped. So I'm going to pour a little of this hard sauce over the top.
Even that you make look pretty.
And there you go.
How do you do that?
It's a lot of practice.
All right.
Little time
Now, here we
spent.
go.
Enjoy.
This-
Okay, go ahead.
Again, thank you so much
You're
for this.
welcome. You're welcome. I hope it's becomes a quick and easy tradition for you. You could really do it any day of the year, but
Oh, really?
you can use any kind of bread. You can use your leftover Thanksgiving bread, just freeze it until
Right.
Christmas, and then
Okay.
use it for that. You can do it over the summer with apple pie filling, would be incredible. So you have lots of options here.
I have no words.
Yeah, me too. I'm not sure that this is going to be a...
Oh, I better step back.
Gotta say,
Joe?
you have, again, exceeded our expectations, just like you did with the brine turkey.
Well, I love you both. Thanks for having me
There's
back.
a very good possibility that...
You're going to come back again?
Fingers
Maybe
crossed.
tomorrow, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll
it could
be here.
happen. I really don't know if... Stick around. While we try to get this figured out.